A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. This week marks a pivotal moment in international relations as officials from the United States and China prepare to engage in high-stakes discussions aimed at de-escalating the ongoing trade war between the world's two largest economies. The talks are scheduled to take place in Switzerland from May 9th to May 12th, with Chinese Vice Premier He Lifeng leading the Chinese delegation. The U.S. will be represented by Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent and Trade Representative Jamieson Greer, signaling a renewed effort to address the tensions that have escalated since President Donald Trump imposed significant import tariffs on Chinese goods. The trade conflict has seen tariffs soar as high as 145% on certain Chinese imports, while China has retaliated with levies of 125% on U.S. goods. This tit-for-tat strategy has not only strained relations between the two nations, but has also sent ripples through the global economy, creating uncertainty in financial markets and impacting international trade flows. Experts in global trade have expressed cautious optimism about the upcoming negotiations, acknowledging the complexity of the issues at hand. While some believe that the talks may serve as a necessary starting point, they warn that substantial progress may take time. Deborah Elms, head of trade policy at the Heinrich Foundation, stated, "You have to start somewhere, so I'm not saying it isn't worthwhile. Just unlikely to be the launch event people are hoping to see." This sentiment is echoed by Henry Gao, a professor of law at Singapore Management University, who predicts that the discussions could extend over several months or even longer. U.S. Treasury Secretary Bessent emphasized the importance of rebalancing the international economic system to better align with American interests, suggesting that the primary focus of the talks will be on de-escalation rather than a comprehensive trade agreement. He noted, "If the United States wants to resolve the issue through negotiations, it must face up to the serious negative impact of unilateral tariff measures on itself and the world." Chinese officials have also expressed their willingness to engage in dialogue, but they have made it clear that they will not back down easily in the face of continued aggression. A spokesperson from the Chinese Commerce Ministry stated, "If the country decides to continue to fight this trade war, it will fight to the end." This declaration underscores the stakes involved as both nations navigate the delicate balance of power in the international trade landscape. The trade war has already had significant implications for financial markets, with investors reacting to the news of the upcoming talks. On Wednesday, financial markets in mainland China and Hong Kong experienced a surge, buoyed by announcements from Chinese authorities aimed at supporting the economy. Similarly, U.S. stock futures also showed positive movement, indicating investor optimism regarding potential resolutions. As the U.S. Central Bank prepares to announce its latest decisions on interest rates, investors remain watchful of the broader economic implications of the trade negotiations. The outcome of these talks could have far-reaching consequences not only for the U.S. and China, but also for economies around the world that are closely tied to global trade dynamics. In the midst of these developments, the Irish government has revised its economic growth forecast for the year, now anticipating a 2.5% expansion, slightly down from previous estimates. Meanwhile, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has responded firmly to President Trump's proposal to integrate Canada into a broader trade framework, emphasizing the importance of maintaining Canadian sovereignty in trade agreements. As the global trade landscape continues to shift, the implications of these negotiations will be closely monitored by economists and policymakers alike. With tariffs remaining a central component of President Trump's political vision, the potential for a global trade war looms large, raising concerns about the long-term stability of international trade relations. In conclusion, as U.S. and Chinese officials prepare to sit down for talks in Switzerland, the world watches with bated breath, hoping for a resolution that could pave the way for a more stable and cooperative economic future. The path forward remains uncertain, but the willingness to engage in dialogue is a step in the right direction. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.